Hello, my name is Michael, and today I'm going to talk to you about the initiative process and the referendum process in the state of Arizona. An initiative is the method by which voters may propose new laws or amend existing laws by gathering signatures from registered voters to place the issue on the ballot. The Constitution of Arizona provides voters with the ability to propose new laws or constitutional amendments through the initiative process. The person or organization putting forward the initiative must file these signatures with the Arizona Secretary of State's office at least 4 months prior to the next general election. If enough valid signatures are submitted, the proposed statutory or constitutional amendment will be placed on the next general election ballot. A yes vote is a vote for enacting the new law or constitutional amendment, while a no vote is a vote for retaining existing law. The Arizona Constitution requires valid signatures from 15% of qualified electors to place an initiative proposing a constitutional amendment on the ballot, and valid signatures from 10% of the qualified electors to place an initiative proposing a statutory amendment on the ballot. A referendum is the method by which voters may veto all or part of a current law by gathering signatures from registered voters to place the issue on the ballot. The Arizona Constitution states, "The people reserve the power to use at their own option the power to approve or reject at the polls any act or item, section, or part of any act of the legislature." The person or organization putting forward the referendum must file signatures with the Arizona Secretary of State within 90 days of when the legislature that enacted the House or Senate bill in question adjourns. If enough valid signatures are submitted, the bill will be placed on the next general election ballot. A yes vote is a vote to allow the law to go into effect, while a no vote essentially constitutes a vote for a citizen veto preventing the referred bill from going into effect. There are similar steps for preparing an initiative or a referendum. For both of them, they must first, number one, form a political committee through the Arizona Secretary of State's online system. Number two, file an application for serial number with the Arizona Secretary of State's office. Number three, acquire the appropriate initiative petition from the Arizona Secretary of State's office or the appropriate referendum petition. Ensure any paid or out-of-state circulators have registered with the Arizona Secretary of State's office. Number five, circulate petitions and obtain signatures from eligible voters. Number six, submit circulated petitions to the Arizona Secretary of State's office by the deadline. And number seven, the Secretary of State and the applicable county recorders will process the petitions and determine whether enough signatures were gathered to place the measure on the ballot. There are some key differences between an initiative and a referendum. An initiative is an act where citizens of a state, county, or municipality draft legislation that is then placed on the ballot for a public vote. A referendum, in contrast, is an act of democracy where a piece of legislation drafted by the government is put for a public vote. Additionally, initiatives are frequently used to bypass the legislature and allow citizens to put forward policies directly that they feel essential. Initiatives and referendums are a type of direct democracy, allowing citizens to actively engage in forming legislation. Initiatives are typically more frequently used than referendums, which are often seen as a less effective form of direct democracy. There are some similarities between an initiative and a referendum. Both initiatives and referendums are used to bring forth democratic change and are designed to ensure that the people's will is respected and enforced. They both require a popular vote to be approved or rejected, and both are designed to empower citizens to have a direct say in the laws and policies that govern their lives. Both initiatives and referendums can be used to discuss issues pertaining to schools, corporations, unions, associations, and other non-political institutions. This allows citizens to participate actively in the legislative process, even when the issue does not directly concern the government. Initiatives and referendums are two powerful tools of democracy, and they give citizens a direct say in the laws and policies that govern their lives. They're designed to ensure that people's will is respected and enforced, and that citizens have a direct say in the laws and policies that affect their lives. By participating in initiatives and referendums, citizens can be sure their voices are heard and their opinions considered. So there are some pros and cons that are involved in an initiative. The primary pro of an initiative is that it allows citizens to influence their state laws and constitution directly. This allows citizens to create important laws without relying on their legislative representatives. Initiatives can also draw attention to important issues that may have gone unnoticed by official channels. However, some things could be improved in the initiative process. Firstly, initiatives must adhere to state and federal regulations when applicable, which can be time consuming. Additionally, the process can sometimes be overtaken by specific interest groups, leading to initiatives that may not represent the interests of the majority of voters. Also, initiatives are usually limited to one use per year to prevent confusion and a chaotic ballot. There are also pros and cons involved in a referendum. One of the main advantages of a referendum is that it gives citizens a direct say in the decision making process. It allows citizens to directly express their opinion on a particular issue and hold the legislature accountable. It also allows citizens to reject the entire legislation process if they feel it's unfair or does not serve their interests. This helps ensure that the legislature remains accountable to the people and is more likely to consider public opinion when making decisions. On the other hand, there are some drawbacks to using referendums. Similar to initiatives, referendums can be influenced by special interest groups who can push their own agenda and distort the view of the public voters. Additionally, campaigning for a referendum can often be intense, leading to further division in voter opinion. It can be highly divisive, and it can lead to further polarization of both sides. Direct democracy is a system of government where citizens are able to have a direct say in how their government is run. This contrasts with representative democracy, where citizens elect representatives to make their decisions. The initiative and referendum processes are an essential part of the democracy in Arizona. The initiative and referendum processes allow citizens to become directly involved in the political process and have a say in the laws passed in the state. By creating initiatives and referendums, citizens can propose and pass laws or overturn laws that have been passed by the legislature. This is an important way for citizens to exercise their right of self governance and to have a direct say in the laws that affect their lives.